So, the government to rewrite liability provisions in building consents reform. This is quite a nuanced thing. It's not really something I'm well aware of, at least understanding it in full. So I'm going to let the story play out, and then Chewie, as a homeowner, you might be able to give me some insights to this. But TLDR, more red tape is being slashed in the name of good business and supposedly for the good of the people. But we'll let everyone else judge that. Again, devil's in the detail. There's not a whole lot we know about this just yet, because it's only just been announced. I'm sure there's more to learn. Rightio, Simon, go on.
Construction Minister Chris Pink says the building consent system is about to see its biggest changes since the Building Act came into force in 2004. The government today unveiling plans to move the cost burden for construction defects from councils to the developers or builders, meaning professional indemnity insurance may become compulsory as a safety net. Senior political reporter Benedict Collins has more.
When big developments like this in Queenstown go bad, it's councils left carrying the can.
Over the last 6 years, this council's probably had to consume 20% of our debt headroom in paying out for building claims. It's been a huge financial impost.
It's known informally as the last man standing rule. Developers or builders go under or disappear, leaving ratepayers on the hook.
Often the only viable entity that's able to be there for redress is the one with the deepest pockets, which is the building consent authorities. And
the council, right?
The councils, and that has a flow-on effect to ratepayers.
Now the government's said enough. It's changing the law. Each party involved in a build will be responsible for the work they've carried out.
We'll remove the fear that slows down the consenting process currently, reduce costs and reduce the risk to ratepayers having to underwrite someone else's mistakes.
For a council such as ours, that's a fair burden off our shoulders.
The government's also weighing up different insurance options for residential home builds.
The government's looking to adopt the model they do in federal states in Australia, which is a home warranty product to be picked up by the homeowner for projects over a certain value.
I've engaged closely with the insurance sector and there is some appetite, but it's a chicken and egg situation. We need to give everyone the comfort and the certainty that we are moving to the system to see what the willingness of them to step up is.
In Auckland, outside another train wreck of a property development, the announcement that professional indemnity insurance may become compulsory for big developments, welcome too.
To have that level of insurance to do some of this work will mean a considerable amount of capital up front. These building companies will have to be, of a certain size. They'll have to have years of experience. It'll be quite a hard hoop to jump through.
The changes will also mean councils will be able to merge their building consent authorities with each other to improve efficiencies. There are presently 66 across the country.
Well, any number fewer than 66 would be a good start.
The government hoping to kickstart the ailing construction sector.
All right, Benedict, are there any...
Oh, that's rich.
Thoughts, Jerry?
So under Three Waters, they didn't want councils to merge entities, did they? But now under building authorities, now that we do. How fucking confusing. Look, I think, and again, hat tip, this government is able to clearly identify a problem. There are costs on the ratepayers and councils when it all goes wrong, because they're the people that need to sign off. So, of course, they're being cautious when it comes to signing off buildings to make sure it's up to code. Where has this fear come from? Now, I'm glad that they mentioned that this is the biggest shake-up to building consents since the Building Act came out in 2005. Before that, it was National's last attempt to deregulate the building industry that led to the Leaky Homes scandals. How much did that cost councils? Somewhere between $200 and $600 million was pushed onto councils through the Leaky Homes and that sort of thing. Auckland Council, 1 year seeing $57 million being paid out. Queenstown Lakes, heavily hit, 3.6 million on Leaky Building. Like, this is what happened last time they were at the wheel. Have they learned anything from that? Do we trust them to learn anything from that? Some of that sounded real good, like making sure that there's an insurance product in line to cover people's work. Who gets that? Does the builder that does the work, do they get it, or is the homeowner the one that has to pay for it? Like, there's so much that needs to come out about this. But I think, like a lot of things from this government, it comes back to one thing. Do we trust them? No. No, we don't.
We don't trust them because this technically is the same government that sought advice on ditching bike helmet rules.
This is so dumb. It's so dumb. Like I get this. There's not much to the story. David Seymour reached out to the ministry to see if there's any the cost benefits looked at getting rid of the mandate to wear cycle helmets. And the ministry came back and went, "Are you mental?" And he went, "Good point. Never mind." Like, again, it's something that no one's asked for. Like, he might as well, hello, ministry, David Seymour here. How do we feel about brain damaged kids? And the reply back, I'm not a fan. Yeah. It's a dumb story. It's a dumb thing for David Seymour to have done. He sees the benefit for the people that don't like being told what to do. I guess it very loosely falls under their libertarian pretend cosplay that they do every now and then, that the government shouldn't tell you what to do. Sure, government shouldn't tell you what to do. You shouldn't have public health care either. You know, just fall off your bike, die in a ditch.